Good morning, everybody. Son of the Duck here, and I want to talk about a few things that I want to really make a video about. And the topic I want to talk about today: why did I leave the FNF community? Well, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'll just be straightforward. This community is filled with a bunch of toxic people, mostly kids, sending death threats, telling people to kill themselves, blah blah blah, you know it. And this community is filled with a bunch of brain dead people who aren't even human at this point, or they are human and they need to seek help. I was in this community in the early days of Friday Night Funkin'. When FNF started becoming popular, my channel started growing. My old channel that is now gone because of how toxic the community was. A few months ago, back in December, if you guys do not remember, I almost got canceled by the Dave and Bambi community because of my actions or mistakes I've made. That, of course, all of us are going to make mistakes. But what we do not understand and what we don't realize is that we are human. We're always going to make mistakes, no matter what situation we're in, no matter what we do. We're human. I just want to really make a video on this because as of now that I'm recording this, week 8 has been released, finally after 3 years. But I'll talk about that in a later video. This video, I am fed up with this community. I'm done. I don't want to be a part of the community anymore. I'm just going to be silent. I'll still, of course, make songs and stuff. I'm not going to quit because of that, but just being in this community, I do not want to be a part of this community. It's too toxic. It's filled with a bunch of toxic people who aren't even themselves at this point. They're brain rot from social media platforms like TikTok, etc., etc. But it's really sad how this community cannot get better. I try to think positive. I try to think something that's gonna work, and it never does. It never works. I'm trying to think that this community is going to be good. It's not. This community is just toxic, man. I don't need it. I don't need to be in it. Yesterday I was watching 8 Bowser 16 stream, and I donated him, by the way. Shoutouts to him, by the way. He's a good YouTuber that I've watched for years, other than FNF. But he was a cool content creator. He's cool. He pretty much gave his side of the story on why he left the community, and it's the same reason why I'm making this video. It's not because I'm upset. It's not because I'm mad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in this community. After when week update came out on stupid Twitter, I'm gonna just say Twitter because it's not, I don't care if it's Twitter or X. Boo-hoo, cry about it. Kids started sending death threats to the devs because the build was not finished, or the build had errors where every time you play the Darnell song, you would get a null object reference. And here's something I want to really talk about. Stop sending death threats to people because you think it's a good way to handle the situation, or by thinking that it's a good thing that you're going to send death threats to people who worked hard for something that took them 3 years, dude. So the fact that, you know, people are sending death threats over this stuff, it really shows how this community is filled with a bunch of idiots who don't know anything. And they're kids, obviously. They're kids. They're not little kids, they're not 5-year-olds, no, they're kids. And with all that being said, I am done with this community. Am I gonna stop making FNF content? No. No. I worked too hard. I worked too hard to just quit. But I'm not gonna be a part of this community anymore. I just want to share that to everyone. I'm done with the FNF community. I'm done with the community.